Hey. Good afternoon, early afternoon, late morning. We got my buddy Mike Boll here. Hey, Mike, what's going on, buddy?
What's up? What's up? How are you, brother?
I'm all right. How's everything?
Everything's great, man. Sound nice and clear. I can hear you, and you're looking good.
Likewise. Hey, Mike, give us an explanation or a little background of yourself.
So, about 2 years ago, I retired from the Union Police Department, and I am currently working in Mendham now as a school resource officer. So, I work primarily in the schools, and I provide security for all the kids there. But since I've been working there, I've been implementing some of the programs that I have done in Union. So it's really good to help the kids with police encounters, and also bring in the charity New Jersey Veterans Network and Operation Rebound, and do some programs like that as well in the schools. So I've been very active pretty much every day doing some type of an event in the schools and also outside the schools, of course.
Oh, okay. So explain to us, Mike, what are you working on with New Jersey Veterans Network?
So New Jersey Veterans Network is a mobile outreach team that provides resources and solutions for veterans that are disabled and their family members. So basically, what we do is we're a mobile outreach that aggressively seeks out veterans in need. We will go to their houses, call them, whatever it takes to help them get off the couches and bring them in a better frame of mind. We have had mentors set up throughout the entire state that are willing to help our veterans, because we lose 22 veterans each day that take their lives through suicide. So we want to make sure that we could definitely put an end to this, or at least make a huge impact where this number definitely will come down a lot. And so far, last year alone, we saved about a dozen lives. So we are out there making a difference in the state of New Jersey.
Wow, 22 a day?
22 a day, yes.
You're a veteran yourself?
I'm a veteran. I was in the Gulf War in 1990.
Wow. I guess that experience gave you a lot of hands-on, a lot of you've seen a lot. You've seen a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, like, and one of the things is that veterans are hard group to get through the breakthrough, because they don't trust a lot of other people.
Okay.
Basically, a veteran will trust another veteran, and that kind of gives me an edge when I try to help them. And I have a team of people that work together. This is a group effort. We're all volunteers. No one gets paid for what we do, so we enjoy helping others. And we do ask people for one thing, is to pay it forward. So I mean, it's a pretty good thing to do, is when you're put yourself back in a frame of mind, is to be able to help someone else. It's kind of like empowering people and giving them purpose again. And that's two of the most important things to do when someone's not in a good place, feeling depression or even suicidal. That will bring them back, hopefully, and get them working again and doing what they were born to do. You're here to help others. That's what we all should be doing.
So you guys at New Jersey Veterans Network, do they get support from the VA?
We actually help the VA.
Okay.
We're not against any government. We do work with government, but we like being private, because then no one can tell us how to run our organization. Because government does have red tape and kind of keeps us from doing the events at the speed that we want to. So we've been pretty good working, with the people that we find are private, that do the same stuff that the government offers. Our programs are done differently, but we do not want to have a bad relationship with government organizations. But people are not comfortable, we're going to put them in a better environment.
That's right. And where's New Jersey Veterans Network located, Mike?
In the hometown, sir. It's at 3 Bond Drive, right next to the firehouse. That's our headquarters.
Well, you gotta let the audience know where the hometown is.
Absolutely. Union, the fighting farmers, man. That's where we were all born.
Okay. So what was Operation Rebound? I saw you had looked like you were running or something. What was Operation Rebound?
So Operation Rebound is the racing team for New Jersey Veterans Network. New Jersey Veteran Network supports Operation Rebound. So Operation Rebound is a racing team for disabled vets and first responders. And that was started in 2015. And it got so large that we had to come up with something to really specify our mission. And New Jersey Veterans Network was actually the best idea. That's our 501c3.
Okay.
All money collected and everything goes directly to the veterans. And Operation Rebound is not a 501c3. It's just a racing team. So we wanted to separate them. But Operation Rebound is really where we do our mobile outreach. And we have volunteers from all different types of walks of life. Anyone that wants to help out is welcome to join us. Our first event was a bike ride to New Jersey 9/11 memorial in Mountainside, and
Okay.
to Walter Reed in DC in one night. So we did over 200 miles in one night to get to Walter Reed, which is the hospital for where all the veterans are. And we provided them with about $20,000 worth of gift cards, and we had comics come down and do a show for them. So everything that we do, our events once a year are extreme because we want the world to see these people that were on couches and couldn't do anything are doing exceptional things now. So we really work with an amazing bunch of people. I have Paralympic athletes on our team. We have people that done Ironman triathlons, and just a good group of people who are willing to train others and get them in good shape.
So how does someone sign up to volunteer?
So we have people that we have a website, but we also use social media, and people can fill out online, application. Basically, we just want your name, phone number, and email, just so we can contact you. But we tell people that to join our Facebook pages because we put a lot of events out there, and we want people to come and participate.
And that's New Jersey Veterans Network and Operation Rebound.
Operation Rebound Racing Team, yes.
Okay, great. So now with the you were a former officer in Union, and then you went to Medham. Explain to the audience what you're doing in the community and what you did when you were in Union, and you continue to do it in Union. You're just not in the official capacity.
So one thing that we started in Union was basically really work with the community policing. I believe in it. I think that it's very important and vital to communities to have the police and the residents work together as a team and basically work with the most important resource, which is our children. That's what gets kind of lost. The kids need to learn what's going on and how to work together. And there are sometimes a disconnect between the police and the community. And to cut through that barrier, you have to be honest, and you have to be able to work together and listen to one another. And that's where I think we had the edge. Union is a very diverse town. I believe it's the second most diverse in the state. So you have a lot of different diversity with people from all different walks of life. And it's a great thing to have that in your town and your community, so you can learn from one each other and help one another with different types of events. So what we did was we had all the leaders from all various groups and clubs and government and the schools meet up in one room, and we started a coalition called We Are Union, and we had a group where we would all talk about different events and help one another with the events. And it grown. It got pretty big where we were able to all work together on different things in the township and bring people together. But the most important focus was the kids. You want them to be the ones that receive the benefits from our events. And everything was supposed to be free. I didn't want to make money off of these things. This was something that you want the town to have. And we did some couple events while I was there, and I just loved the idea, and I kind of expanded that for the charity. I did the same thing. I got the leaders from the American Legion, VFW, the police, the fire organizations, and we worked together. So I used the same method and formula that I did in the Township Union. And it's really getting people of leadership levels to work together with all different groups to provide services for their people.
Yeah, one of the people that are watching was talking about the Blue Santa initiative and how that was a good initiative for the community. I had known that somebody had did that before. I don't know if you were part of that as
No,
well.
that was our baby. That was ours. We started that. We actually started that in 1994 or 95 rather. And it just we were working with the Toys for Tots for the Marine Corps.
Okay.
But I wanted to do something more personal, and we actually got together and started doing residents in our town. And we had about 70 families a year, so probably about over 200 kids just in our town alone would get toys. But we didn't just do one or two toys. We did about 5 toys and gift cards, made a full Christmas or holiday for whoever was participating in it. And it just grew every year. I mean, we can say that in 2011 during Sandy, we had the largest toy drive in the state of New Jersey. We filled 2 18-wheelers. We probably filled another box truck full of toys, and we gave about $30,000 to $40,000 of gift cards to people. And that was for Hurricane Sandy, so we did a lot of that down the shore. But we still were able to take care of our residents first, and that's what the idea is: always take care of our people first, and then help others as well.
So
And
who's taken over the program since you left? Since
so
you
we
retired.
retired, and we have Mike LaJudas, who's doing a great job, phenomenal job. He's actually picked up on a lot of the programs that we were doing, and he really cares about going into the schools and helping the kids. He's a great guy. He was helping me when he first came on as well, so he learned from the best, and now he's doing a phenomenal job himself.
So how's the program picking up in Manhattan?
So Mendham's really good. Totally different town, totally different demographics, but very kind kids, and they're willing to learn. And I was able to bring some of the programs that are needed there, which is a little bit different than the ones in Union. But the kids are really receptive, and they all want to help out. So it's been a really great experience working there.
Sounds like your program need to go statewide, man.
Yeah, we'd like to do that. The veterans programs have actually been taking off more than the community programs. But, I just love doing these programs and I know that the results are so beneficial for so many. So I have no problem sharing and losing the ego. That's the most I always tell people, lose your egos. Just work with whoever wants to work and help
Hmm.
people out because that's the main goal. You'll make a difference in someone's life if you could just lose that ego, man, and just work together.
And any upcoming stuff we got going on, Mike?
So we are doing we did a day of beauty for female veterans. Female veterans kind of get slated. So we've been really trying to pick up on helping female veterans. So we're going to be doing that for them, a day of beauty for female veterans that are in a homeless shelter in Veterans Haven North, which is in it's a shelter just for disabled veterans and homeless.
Okay.
So
Where's that at?
that's in Glen Gardner.
Okay.
It's a pretty big place. So we've been doing stuff with that group as well. And we're going to be having a panel of veterans, different veterans. One was homeless, one was combat wounded. We have a female veteran who lost her husband to suicide. And we're going to be having them speak at the school. And then we're going to have a question and answer session. And once that's over, we're going to do an event where we feed veterans in the area from Morris County. And what's going to happen is the veterans are going to sit at tables with the kids in the school, and they're just going to have a talk. They're going to be able to answer questions and really learn about how it is to be a veteran.
Well, that sounds great, man. Well, Mike, man, if you got anything else you'd like to add, man, it just sounds wonderful what you're doing,
Yeah,
man. It's a great job.
we love what we do. Like I said, one of the biggest things we are able to do is we saved a dozen lives last year. We gave away 13 to 14 new cars last year. We're feeding veterans, thousands of veterans, and giving out clothing and suits and resumes, jobs, housing, anything that we can provide for veterans. We're able to do it, and we post every day what we do, our results, and none of us get paid because we want to do it, and that's why we're more successful than these other groups.
Yeah, you might have started the phrase for the day, man. One of the comments said, "Lose my ego," so that's the phrase of the day.
Yeah, lose your ego, man. Because you know what? It is a problem sometimes when you work with groups. People want to be in charge and have their name brand on it. I'm like, listen, you're going to get your name out there anyway. What are you doing? Like, it's not worth the fight over this. You're just having the people that are supposed to benefit from it suffer. So if you can work together as a team and really, if I had to give any message, and we talk about this all the time, is listen to people. Get both sides of the story before you say something, and that's one thing that really everybody can learn, especially nowadays with social media and the politics of life. Everyone's taking sides and fighting over stuff they don't even know what they're talking about, and it's really sad that this is
People,
what it's
people,
become to.
people know each other all their lives. Now they fighting over politics, Mike.
Fighting over people who wouldn't fight over them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting.
And it's pretty sad that I could come to your house and eat dinner, and then we could start talking about two people that we both. I might like one, you might like the other, and then we're going to stop talking. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense, and it's pretty sad that it's got so toxic. People have done a lot worse to others and don't talk. This is pretty sad that this is where we're turning into.
Usually, but that's what we were always taught when we were younger. Never talk politics and religion, and now we see why we were told that.
But religion's okay. Like, people don't fight over religion. That's crazy. It's like years ago, religion was a problem. It's not even an issue anymore. Sexuality is not a religion. You could be gay, straight, or anything. No one cares. it's politics. People want to fight over politics. And I tell this story. I'll tell you this one. I was at the State House. I thought I was going to make huge changes. I was speaking there. I thought I was going to be Oliver North wearing my uniform and being really cool. And
so you were dressed to the T, huh?
I was dressed to the T, ready to go, man. And I went into the cafeteria, and one of the people with me said, "Hey, what do you see there?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I see people eating." He goes, "No, you see Democrats and Republicans eating together." And he goes, "Those two particular had a fight years ago, had a horrible campaign towards one another, smearing each other, and now look at them eating together, and they have a business together." And he goes, "Yet our friends are going to fight over Hillary and Donald Trump." At the time, that's who it was, and lose friendship over that. But while those two guys have no problem hanging out to one another.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot by seeing that. It was an eye opener. That's why I get mad when people like post stuff and fight. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're not going to make a change. I'm not going to change your political views. Very unlikely. Very unlikely. But I could sit there and don't tell me that everything that you're saying, that your candidate's saying is right. You're lying, and there's definitely there's a medium, there's a middle place where people can actually say, you know what, let's compromise. That's another word for today, compromise, right?
Lose my ego and compromise.
Yeah, it's like those are probably the things that I live by, and I think that more people should really consider doing that.
Well, I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for joining me this morning, man. I'm glad we finally were able to hook up.
Absolutely, man. Anytime, brother. Man, you be safe, and I'll see you soon. We'll go out.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mike.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right.
All right, bye.
Don't hang